Africa, Africa, Africa. Welcome once again. Can you believe Africa? It's Tuesday already. Africa, we have some nice things going on. We'll be promoting the show. We also have our property show magazine, online magazine. It's in its draft format, but we'll post it on our ABR website so that you can also get it and enjoy. See what is happening in studio. See the people that really wants to see a change in our African people. It's all about socio-economic development. You know, I've got a favorite quote. I normally say, life is meaningless without empowering others. There's another quote that I really like the most. They say, you know, even if you have a strong chain, its weakest link will render the chain useless. So, you know, this gap of having the have-nots and the rich is busy widening. We have to narrow it down. Okay, Africans, you know, sometimes we have to compromise a little. You know, instead of buying that car that is worth 2 million, you know, just rent it out, have something comfortable for 600, 700,000 and take the rest and help our African brothers so that together we can grow. Having said that, you know, today I'm with my friend, Dr. F.S. Nkhumeleni. You know what they do? Together with other doctors. It's mainly doctors, but not only doctors. They put the funds together. Every month, they buy properties cash. Why? Because they want to impact each other's lives. And this show is all about that. All we're doing, we just give them knowledge. That brothers and sisters, as much as you're going out there buying these properties, can we also be those elder brothers and give you the knowledge so that you buy properties that are correctly priced, that are market related, and if you're lucky, help you with the negotiations as well. But you know what? Let me not take too much time because that Nkhumeleni is here. That Nkhumeleni.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You made it.
I made it today.
And it's what, over 4 months? Ever since I've asked you that you're going to come to the show?
Yes, it's over 4 months. So.
And then today he said, no matter what, I'm going to see that young man.
Yes.
So that I can speak to him and speak to his listeners.
Yes.
And encourage someone. Definitely. By the way, in Nkhumeleni, our listeners ranges from the ages of 16 all above. Mm-hmm. So we want that young man who's 16 years, who's about to finish matric, to have an idea of the people who have already started. We can't only have the professionals in property, also people like you who are totally not connected to property, but who are using it as a base of wealth. Is that correct, sir?
It's correct.
So now we're going to take a break, and then when we're coming back, we're firing on. Is that good?
Yes, it's good.
Thank you. Africa, let's take that short break. When we're coming, we're firing on. Africa, it's all about education. Mr. Mashilo has made it as well. You know, he travels. He goes to Cape Town. He goes to all radio stations. Let me tell you something. I don't have competitors. I have sisters. He was in another radio station teaching the Africans. Now he's on this radio station teaching the Africans again. Man, just give a man a pulse. But guess what? I don't think he drinks, does he? I don't know, but he does not look like. That Nkhumeleni. Let's talk. You've seen Mashilo, but now this is your moment. Talk to me, sir.
Thank you.
How did it all start?
It started about 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yes.
Yes. Like you have been worrying about this new government and the powers we have, but with no economy for the black people.
Yes, sir.
So I talked to my colleagues because those were the nearest to me at the moment. And
given your profession, obviously, these are the people you speak to daily.
Yes.
That's correct, sir.
Yes. So we decided to start this crowdfunding.
Yes, sir.
It's basically a stock fail.
Yeah.
The difference is we don't buy fish oil and tinned fish and have meals.
Yes.
So we save the money and buy properties in cash.
Beautiful.
So it ranges from 2,500 to about 5,000 per person every month. Yes.
So this is the money that you're pulling together.
Yes.
And then you use that to buy properties.
That's true.
And there's something that is very important as well, because sometimes we can use words interchangeably, but not necessarily that they mean the same. Because as much as you run it as a stock fail, it is not necessarily a stock fail. You're running a company.
Yes. We register a PTY.
That's correct, sir.
So we have 6 at the moment.
Yes.
The 6th one will be formalized on Saturday.
So the first one, how many people do you have there?
We prefer to have 10 shareholders.
You have 10 shareholders?
Yes.
And then out of the 10 shareholders, how many directors do you have?
Minimum 2.
Minimum, we've got 2 directors.
Yes.
So you give them the opportunity to learn. And how do you choose these directors? Because mainly are doctors.
We look at the youngest people.
Interesting.
Preferably females as well, because we want to empower them.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
it's the young men and females.
Yes.
First. Yes.
And then you allow them to run it as a company.
That's right.
In fact, Africa, I was privy to go visit them at Bela Bela, and I was invited there. I saw a young man who's Nkhumeleni's son. Dag is his name, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And he gave them the chores of running minutes and basically of conducting the whole quorum. The whole thing that happens in a PTY.
And he's only 25 years old.
And he's only 25 years old.
He has been
and that
doing
group,
it for
by the
2
way,
years now.
That group, how many properties have they purchased?
They are on the 4th one
They
now.
are on the 4th one.
And they are just over a year, 4 months.
So in a year, 4 months, we've purchased 4 properties.
Cash paid off.
Cash paid off. Africa, are you listening? Africa, are you getting inspired? I was so inspired when I was with them. And then continue. Tell us more about other groups as well. How are they doing?
Group 1 has 5 paid up properties.
Lovely.
And we have the title deeds just to prove that.
Lovely.
And all together and individually, because each of the person involved in the 5 or 6 groups have their own properties.
They also have their properties. I know that you have almost about 25 properties.
About that, yes.
Yes.
And all together we...
And this is outside the group.
That's right.
This is your own personal one.
That's right.
This is the legacy.
That's right.
For the Nkhumeleni family.
That's right.
And after you've done it so much, you say, no, man, I can't be doing this alone. You know, remind me of the 3 lepers. From a certain great book that I like. I won't mention his name, but it's just a history book. Now, these lepers, they were so hungry, and they went across, they found food, and they said, hey, let's go tell our brothers and sisters there's plenty of food. So you did the same thing.
I did the same thing.
You said, guys, I've got 25 properties. Guess what? You too can do this for your families.
That's right. And just for credibility's sake, I'm in the 3 of the 6 groups.
Yes, sir.
And then my son is the 4th from my family, just to show people that, you know, I mean business about this.
Yes. So you are doing it, you are coaching others, and you are also mentoring.
That's right.
And you're also mentoring from your own house.
That's right.
And then these companies, what do you call them?
There's Mankomantla, Mamonto, Sitlanku.
Yes.
And the 6th one, we still have to come up with the name. But normally we look at the surnames of people who are there.
Yes.
And just join the first 2 words or something.
Yes. And in total now, how many are you? 60.
60.
You are 50?
60.
60 and 10 about to add.
Yeah.
Africa, are you listening? We've increased our listenership by 60 new people.
And they are all listening.
And they are all listening. You want to say hi to them?
Hi, everybody.
I know the coach will be sending you WhatsApp messages.
Oh, yes. At 4:10 this morning.
Yes.
Next morning. Yeah.
Yes. Any special words that you really want to say? Anything else that is in your heart that you really want to inspire others?
We all earn an income.
Yes, sir.
So to create wealth takes what you earn minus what you spend.
Yes, sir.
And the biggest challenge, especially on black people, is the spending side.
Tell us about it, sir.
We always spend beyond our means,
yes.
you know, and nothing is left at the end of the month. And some of us are owing at the end of each month.
Yes.
So hence we can finance our investment.
Yes.
So try and live below what you earn.
Yeah.
So that you have some surplus of money which
yes.
you can invest or finance your investment.
Yes, sir.
So that's where we're getting our 2,500 from, because we try and live below what we earn. So in other words, instead of the Range Rover, as you mentioned earlier, you know, buy a simple car, second hand, try and pay it off as soon as possible so that you have the surplus amount.
Yes.
The house as well. Don't go buy a 1.5 million house when you can't afford it. So buy 5, 6, 700,000 rand and invest the rest.
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't, when your kids go to university one day, you won't have the necessary finance.
Yes.
Unfortunately, including my kids, of course, kids are not very ambitious these days, the way I see. So they are unlikely to get scholarship or bursaries, and you will have to pay from your pocket. So if you're not saving for that, maybe a problem later on.
Yeah.
Retirement as well. You may outlive the little you are saving now if you don't save enough.
Yes.
And it's always best to add on an additional sources of income other than your one income you're getting from your employer or your business.
Yes, sir. You said it all. You said it all. You know what? You're about to take my position, but I'm not going to allow you. But I am so much impressed. Nkhumeleni, you're not going to go. We're going to introduce Tate Mashilo, and then we're going to learn, the two of us.
Yes.
So whenever he says anything, if we need to ask him questions, we are now in his class. He is the lecturer. He is a fundi, just like you are a fundi in the medical profession. So he's a doctor in the property profession. So we need to give it to the doctor. Africa, let's take this quick break. And then when we come back, I'm telling you, it's fire.